she was given a seat in the second round for years now, and she got there, and the National Front has been on the rise.
Yeah, and it's interesting in terms of what Aurélien is saying, that I was very surprised by her behaviour during the debates. I mean, the one thing that she had to do was demonstrate that she was had presidential status. And that was the one thing it was a kamikaze performance against that. And that raises almost psychological questions as to whether she didn't want to win somehow. But, you know, we're political scientists and political observers and not psychoanalysts. So I'd like to come back also to a couple of points that Anna made, one to agree with her and one to disagree with her. I think and this might actually be one of the reasons, if there is an explanation why Marine Le Pen behaved like she did, was to try and get the abstention rate up. People just fed up with everybody, I'm not going to vote. And that may have been a kind of a strategy. But having said that, you know, whatever the figure is, if it's 5% or so less than the average, the idea that you get, you know, 75% of the electorate out for two candidates who are kind of minority popular is pretty amazing, actually. And that's the point I agree with you that you made earlier. Where I disagree, I think, is this question of whether Macron is, you know, from the system. I mean, socially, educationally, he's from the system. In a sense, there's virtually nowhere else to come from. But politically, he's overturned the whole of the political structures of the Fifth Republic. And in that sense, he's come from outside the system and overturned it. And we'll see. And it was an interesting point you made about, you know, as a member of the elite, how will he think the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then possibly 5 years? Exactly. And that is an absolutely crucial question that you raised.